Thank you all so much for stopping by today. So y'all, let me tell you, it's been really a few days since I've been outside in the garden because every day it was like an overcast, it was cloudy. Then when I got out here, I felt raindrops. And the rain was supposed to last up until Tuesday. So yesterday I came out, no rain in sight, and then about 4 o'clock p.m. yesterday, it just started raining. And I'm going to show you a couple of things that I've noticed. And these are all things that I'm taking note with. But today, what I really want to do is I want to get some things done as I plan for my fall garden. Now, y'all know I told you I did a few more seeds to carry us out through the fall. But this is something important that I think we all should do as we're gardening, especially when we're first building the garden and then as we're gardening, because different plants can uptake different nutrients and they can deplete the soil. So you always want to make sure when you're gardening that you're building quality good soil, and there's so many ways to do that I've talked about on different lives, on different videos. Putting the nutrients back in the soil, composting, vermicomposting. There are a lot of different ways, but that's what we're trying to do since we are here, since we've moved here to the Atlanta area. One of my main focus is to go ahead and build the soil, and so I want to share with you what I'm going to do as I am planning for the fall season. So let's go ahead and let's get started. Really quickly, I want to show you with all of the rain how the rain has really washed a lot of the wood chips in all different directions. And when we first started building this garden, our local recycling center, they had free wood chips, and all you had to do was, bring your vehicle, they'll put it in there. But this is something that I'm taking note of. You could probably really see it more over here where it just like washes it off. So I'm making sure I take that into consideration. So what I'll probably do is just put a little bit thicker layer on here when I get ready to put more mulch, because we still have more areas that we have to lay with the mulch. Okay, so what I'm going to do today, y'all, is I'm going to get my soil sample ready. This is how I knew I needed to do it, because so happened I was at the local Lowe's, and they had the University of Extension Master Gardener, the volunteers there. Now we had a really interesting conversation, two of us, because I'm gonna just give y'all a quick backstory really quick. I have been trying to get in this program, I cannot tell you, for years, and it's always during a time that people work. And so I had two different answers while I was talking to them. So I'm gonna just be honest, y'all. I just say, you know what? I'm gonna be a master gardener of Flossie. That was my grandmother, and that's who taught me a lot of things. And actually, I was sharing with them, some little tricks that I had as well. But I just thought it was really interesting. But while we were there, they were talking about different soil samples. And so guess what, y'all? I got my soil sample bag, and we're going to put it in there. The directions are on there, but I did tell them to give me two, because what I want to do is I want to take a soil sample from all the raised beds. And what you want to do, like it says it on the back, is you want to get it from different areas. You just don't want to do one area and send it in. So I'm just going to take a little bit from each raised bed, and I'm going to put it up to this field line. And they also want to know, what do you plan on planting? So we're going to plant this fall. I'm going to be planting leafy greens. I'm going to be planting cool weather flowers, and also some different herbs in here. Y'all know I like to always just mix up my vegetables, flowers, and herbs. And then I'm going to take different places in ground as well, because as I shared with you, before it's all over, I just told my sister this last night. I said, before it's all over, Chris is not going to have any grass to cut, because hopefully pretty soon we'll start putting our roses in the ground, and then we're going to also start moving our strawberries over as well. So I want to take different samples from different areas in the yard, and just really tell them It's just going to be a selection of flowers and fruit. That's mainly what the in-ground is going to be. I did share with you that I probably would do a few onions in the ground. And as a matter of fact, over here, this is grown in ground as well. So we'll just probably pretty much tell them the same, that we're going to do probably mostly garlic, onions, strawberries, and we'll just say roses, like that, because most of the winter flowers, there'll probably be some annuals that I put in the ground, you know, maybe some pansies or some violas, something like that. But I think the bulk of it will be like my roses, strawberries, and garlic and onions. So I just wanted to share that with you. Really, y'all, when you are starting to garden, I always say, when you focus on the soil and the plants, they'll be fine. I just really think of the soil as the immune system. And so that's what I've always focused on in gardening, is just building good quality soil. And it seems like the plants just take care of, like everything else is taken care of. I mean, you still got to watch out for pests and, you know, different diseases, different funguses may come up, but I just want to make sure I have the right nutrients and the right environments for the plant to grow. So again, what I'm going to do for my raised beds is I'm going to give them a sample of all of the raised beds. I have my favorite spade. Let me show y'all what I use. This is like one of my favorite tools. Y'all comment below. Let me know, what is your favorite tool in the garden? Because this is like one of my favorites of all time. So I use this, y'all, a lot. And I use it for different things. It's really handy. It's really helpful. And I think out of all, like I have hori knives. I have a lot of things, but I always find myself coming back to this tool right here. So I'm just going to take a few little samples, and you don't want to get directly on the top. I will say that you don't want to take what's directly on the top, and you want to go in at an angle and go down some inches and get that soil and put it in the bag for them. And most of the time they will email me the results. Now let me show you the bag really quick, because it depends on what type of analysis that you want. So let me show you what I mean by that. Okay, so if you look up here, this is basically what they're testing for. Now they have independent companies, like if you want a thorough test of like a fuller analysis or a fuller spectrum of what you're looking for, then they do have independent companies where you can do the same. You can send in the soil sample and they'll tell you. But what I will tell you is this is what they're testing for, and then they will let you know based on the square footage, which y'all know I shared with y'all. I'm getting better with that, what to add and how much to add. Okay, so really quickly before I take the soil sample, I just want to tell y'all how I do it. It's all different types of ways to do it. And also check with your agriculture extension office, because sometimes they may have volunteers that will come out and do it for you, because they have like a special soil probe equipment. But I feel like I've submitted my soil test so many times that all I'm going to do is take different samples from the different beds. I'm just going to mix it all together in the one bag, and then we'll let them tell us what we need, if we need anything. And then also I know that they'll also tell you the pH of the soil, because depending on what you want to grow, the pH does matter. And you always want to go at an angle, go down to the recommended depth on the bag. Don't pull from the top, because think about it like this. Sometimes when we put nutrients in our soil, like it may just be sitting on the top layer, and so it may give an inaccurate reading. So I'm going to go down a little bit. I'm going to go at an angle. I'm going to move some of this soil back, and then go at an angle and just get different samples from different beds. Our soil samples are ready to be taken to the office. If you're not subscribed, y'all, make sure you hit the subscribe button, because once I get the results back, I will share them with you. What I will tell you is the in-ground. They're probably going to think I either put clay or Play-Doh in there. That's how it feels. I got a lot of work to do on building that soil. I still feel like I got a little bit more in the raised beds as well. I mean, it felt light, it felt airy. You could tell that there was like compost in there, but um, I need to do work. And it's okay, because remember, I tell you that you have to do this over time. And it's going to take a little bit of time, and you'll start to notice with your plants, you'll see the difference. Although I was really pleased with all of the spring and summer vegetables that we were able to harvest from the garden, I'm still pleased with the way the in bed or the in ground beds look, but I do want to work on building it up to where it's just nice, healthy soil. So I'm going to get this off to the office. Again, make sure that you're subscribed to our channel so that I can share with you the results once I get them back. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Make sure you share this video with your family and your friends. And if you're not a subscriber, go ahead, tap the subscribe button. Make sure you tap the bell so that you can receive notification each and every time we upload a new video. Again, thank you all so much for watching. And until the next video, bye-bye.